Hey everyone, Matt here, Hollywood's Garage. Today we're working on the Super Duty. As you can see here, I'll show it to you. We have a oil leak just down there. You see that kind of black dot there. It's not a big leak. It's obviously been there for a while as it stripped down the oil pan. When I first bought the truck, cleaned it all up, but I see it's back from just driving it. So my thought is it's be a valve cover gasket. So when I did my cementing crankcase ventilation kit, I noticed there's quite a bit of oil, dirty oil around it. So ended up getting a Pro gasket kit. Comes with the 2 upper valve cover and I guess all the grommets, and then it's supposed to come with 2 of the lower valve covers, I guess, too. And then I also ended up doing a fuel pressure sensor switch since we're in there, and then we'll check the rockers as well too, since they're kind of a maintenance item on these 6.4s, since all the valve cover off. All the work will be the passenger side for now, which will be the passenger princess side, and then we'll tie into the driver side at another time and look into that one as well. That side's not leaking as far as I know. So okay, we'll start with opening the hood and looking in there. Here we go. So first things first, we'll remove the air box all the way up to the turbo. We'll have to remove my cementing crankcase ventilation there, the shiny bling bling. We'll have to remove the behind there, that blanket will be the glow plug kind of module. It's got 3 or 4 plugins on it, and then 3 bolts holding that in. And then undo the valve cover, and then it should be able to slide it right out. The battery should be able to stay in the truck, but we'll see when we get to that point if we have to move it or not. Lots of little wires and stuff in the way, but I'm sure you can manipulate it around. So yeah, we'll get started by removing the airbox. So as you can see here, just pretty oily down there on the glow plug area. So we'll have to end up removing those 2 with the flathead screwdriver. Just pop them up, be very gentle. But yeah, intake's all off here. We'll take the cementing CCV off, cold case ventilation kit. Undo that hose. We can undo the AN fitting here, and then that just pops right off. I guess you could even leave it on there, to be honest. Unless there's a bolt behind it. But we'll take it off. There's a bolt right behind it there. So we'll take that off first, and then we'll go from there. I did a video on installing this crankcase vent a little while ago. Make sure to check that one out. So far it's been good. I've only had it on a few test drives though. Does its job. Vents to the bottom of the truck to where I have the hose. I'll eventually, like I said, get a catch can for it and have it so the vent still goes into the intake, but just catch the oils and whatnot. I'm gonna have to take out that other fitting as well. It's kind of a weird design. So I have to remove that hose there, just the right side of my tool there. Comes with a new gasket for this as well in the kit. These clamps the devil. Take these out so we don't lose them. That's the way my luck is. Oh no! Oh no! Did I break it? No, it just slipped off. Okay, well, that's on there. There's no need for that. Probably better off. I'll keep it off for now. Okay, and these you're able to just kind of slide up out of the way once you get the valve cover off. Get that stud out. What else holds this in? Just wiring. Yeah, right off of there. Okay, I'll get a flathead. There we go. Just break it off, because why not? There we go. That'll pry up. It'll get easier once I get rid of the glow plug underneath that blanket. There's one right down there. It'll be one. And then there'll be one behind in the back, and the one right here underneath there. is. How's the ground? Okay, let's see what that is. $8 mil maybe. Ended up getting finally out of the way. I didn't unplug it, just undo it, pop it out of the way. Probably took out more bolts than I needed to, or maybe not. Yeah, I took off the back one of that one, so I'll put that back on later. But it's pretty much that bolt back there, holding it on, one down here, and then one on the side. Really not that hard, to be honest. So next we'll pop out these glow plugs, and hopefully you guys can see with my head GoPro setup. Oh yeah, there we go. So be very gentle with these. There we go. Like that. I might have to loosen that bolt off for the dipstick tube just to make room here. There we go. And then way back there, I'll get a light for that one. There we go. There, can we all see now? That one's being, it popped out. So, start from the back, work our way forward, popping them out. And that one's out. There just isn't much room. These hose clamps are fun, to say the least. It gets popped, but I don't have much room to grab onto it. Yeah. She's tight quarters. There we go. Come on. There we go. I think this tube's got to get loosened off. So we'll do that. What is that? 10 mil maybe? Which might even be a 12. We'll see. Oh, she's a 10. Everything is deep socket though. Usually if you just crack them though, it's enough to do it by hand. You see what I mean? And then take it off. Big thing too is to watch out for. It wouldn't be a bad idea to stuff that with a rag. With all the dirt and stuff that, or even nuts or bolts that you're taking out could fall in. But I mean, you're gonna be taking it apart anyway. More or less just the dirt that's a matter. See, if that was a bolt into the actual valve cover or head, it would have been out by now. Just because the thread's full of gunk and the washer spins freely, so it makes you think you're spinning the nut when you're not. So next will be, we'll take that bolt off down there. And then after that will just be valve cover bolts, which look to be like a 13, 14, 15 mil maybe. And guess we'll find out pretty soon here. So if you guys are watching these videos, it's probably because you enjoy working on your 6.4. Not, I mean, new diesels are just as bad. I'd spray something on it, but I have that open hole there and I don't want it to get in there. It's supposed to be sunny all day today. But at least it's 8 degrees in November, so can't complain that way. Probably wondering what that's for. It's for my switch on the fly. 5-position switch once I install it. The guys that installed the tune were supposed to put it on, but they never did. So I was gonna put it on and go and have it downloaded, but I'm not really worried about it right now. Just happy to have it deleted. Okay, we're ready to crack it here. There we go, it's cracked. There's the one in there. Shouldn't be. There's one in the corner. There's one in that corner. Oh, there's my face. No, oh no. Yeah, there's one back there. Never mind. One in the back corner. Hung up on the AC line down there. There we go. The heap, the glow plugs, and the gasket. So now we'll go inspect the rockers, check all that out. We'll change out this O-ring and struggle to put it all back together. Well, the can I have left, so success. I had to use vice grips. Don't do that, guys. Don't do what I do. Seems to be full of diesel, but we'll see. Since it is the pressure regular sensor. The ends are the same. Different flare nut. Maybe it's an updated one. Got it back on. It's on there nice and tight now. Okay, we're good there. So now we put the valve cover back on. Fun. See how that goes. You won't believe it, but I lost my 10mm deep socket. Anyways, this is where I'm at now. Just finishing up the heater. I forget these things right here. These heater dailies. I just have to plug them in too. But I gotta find my deep 10mm here to finish tightening down that module there. All buttoned back up. I might have to end up getting new glow plugs. I'm just gonna get this. That one right there is not sealing the best. It was a bitch to get in, but that might have been where the leak even came from to begin with. But we'll see. Now we know it's all cleaned up. If it comes from there, we'll know. Which will be cylinder number 3. Put the air box back in. We'll fire it up and see if we ended up messing anything up. Okay, everyone, fired it up. Let's see if there's any. Looks like to be no leaks yet. Let it idle for about 5 minutes. Revved it up a few times. Got nothing, so we'll leave it at that. So far, that's successful. We'll report back if anything changes on it. Other than that, that was a fun job to do. Like I said, I'll probably end up needing glow plugs. That one boot. Not the best. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that about how that went, or just overall, let me know. I appreciate everyone's support for following the channel and watching the videos. If you guys have any ideas or things I can work on or change up or anything like that, let me know. It's my first time using a headset this time, so hopefully it went well. Obviously with the headset, I can't really tell if I'm aiming at the right spot, so this video will tell. Okay guys, have a good one.